Now, don't come for me, but I took a major L on these labels. These labels were a nightmare. I bought way too many of them. What's up, my beautiful entrepreneurs? When you're starting your business, there's a lot of money that you're going to invest to get your business started. But today I'm going to share with you what I spent and how you can avoid spending too much on your business when you're just starting out. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. Now, first up, I'm going to talk about the piping bags. And I thought that I could buy any old piping bag and they would all work for like when you use it for baking, but no, these girls are out here buying these huge piping bags and they did not tell us, but I'm gonna tell you because these little bags are not gonna do anything for you. These little piping tips, I'll show you this one here. It's not going to do anything. It's going to be really slow. You're not going to really be able to pipe anything out of these piping bags. They're way too small. So what I did do was buy these larger piping bags, and I'll have it linked down below so that you'll be able to snag them yourself. But these piping bags are perfect. You can really pipe perfectly, and it really looks pretty when you're piping as well. This is the perfect size and this is exactly what you need. Do not buy the 16-ounce piping bags. They will not do what you want them to do. Also, I'm going to link down below the piping tips that I use as well. These are really big piping tips and they're going to be perfect because you're going to get that like really nice pipe on all of your body butters. And also they have cool different designs that you can use so you can switch it up when you're doing your ASMR on your Instagram and TikTok. So these piping tips are A1. So they say that reading is fundamental, and clearly I can't read, or I just did not look, because I bought this fragrance oil. It was supposed to be a apple walnut crisp. It was supposed to be for the fall time, and I was really excited about this scent, but it turns out that this can't be used on your skin. So now I have this huge 16-ounce. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I've been thinking about possibly making a candle or something of the sort so I can actually use it. But yeah, make sure you read on the website when it says it's skin safe or that it can be used like, you know, on lips or, you know, hair care, anything like that. Make sure you actually read that because a lot of them are not skin safe. Now, I thought I was going to make these really cute lip glosses that had nice pigment and they're going to be really pretty. So I caught myself going on Amazon and buying a cute little sample kit of liquid pigments. Turns out that these pigments don't do anything for you. There's no, there's a color that you can get. So you can do a simple gloss and have color to it, but it's not going to show up on your lips. It's not going to be a tinted lip gloss, and that's what I was looking for. So I ended up buying the sample kit and wasted money on that. And what I ended up needing to do was actually make my own. So I made my own liquid pigments so that I can make it for my lip gloss, and the pigments were perfect. And a lot of times I find that when you make something yourself and you figure out how to make it, it really makes it a lot better because you can really control the strength of the pigment and what it looks like, and it will be perfect. Now, I really wanted to make body washes, and I really thought that, and I thought I could also make body scrub with liquid body wash or just liquid soap. And so I bought like 4 huge gallons of liquid soap, and I can't use any of it. One, these liquid soaps, they're very drying. There's no moisture to it. So I really had to figure out a formula to where I can have that moisture and that cleansing factor with it as well. And so that was a nice combination. I haven't figured that out quite yet, but like, why these huge, and I only have 2 in my hand right now, but I have 4 of these, and I have to figure out how I'm going to be able to implement this into my business. I'll figure it out. So don't always be upset if you find yourself with loads of ingredients for your products that didn't work out. You can always find something else to make it with. So I'll figure something out for these bad boys. They won't go to complete waste, and you just have to think about how you can make the next product. Always brainstorm. Now, to piggyback on the last one with the liquid soap, I also bought these bottles with the pump on it for the body wash, because I wanted to make body washes with different cute colors and everything like that. And I ended up not making that because I was really focusing on the products that were selling well on my website, so I wasn't really worried about trying to find a formula to actually use a liquid soap. But you guys, I bought 200 of these bottles plus the lids at $1.50. Guys, that's $300 on something that I don't even use, not to mention the price of the actual liquid soap. Like, bro, I seriously can't with myself. Like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I spent that much money. But what you should do, and what I've realized, is that on these websites, if you look, they will allow you to buy at least one of the bottles so that you can test it out, or you can see what it looks like beforehand and know if you like it or not. And that's what I should have done. So make sure you look, because a lot of them will allow you to do that. And you can try different ones so that you can sample them all, so you can see what they look like before you actually buy a big batch. Now, don't come for me, but I took a major L on these labels. These labels were a nightmare. I bought way too many of them, and it's just didn't work out. These labels are a nightmare, and I'm gonna show you why. If you look at these labels, they rub off super easy. These are oil-based products, right? So they rub off really easy. The wording you can barely read. It's way too small. I can literally scratch it off. Absolutely terrible. And when customers are getting it and they're seeing all of the scratches, and then them being able to scratch on it, and they're not able to read how to use the product, it's just not gonna work. It doesn't work very well, and people just can't read it. So when you do buy your labels, I got my labels off of Avery.com, and you can literally just buy I think 2 to 4 sheets at a time, so that you can get them, test them out, and really be able to see if it's a label that will work for you, especially with the size. You should measure out your jars first so that you know, but sometimes what you choose may be too small. But at least you gave yourself the chance to test it out beforehand. And that's one thing that I really realized, is that being able to test things out, you save a lot of money, because I ended up buying these labels, and then I had to buy more labels that fit better, that were a bigger size, and they look nicer. So to avoid that, just buy the 2 to 4 sheets so that you can actually test them out. So the next thing that I purchased was this big box of crinkle paper. Now, I thought that I was going to be using this for all of my packages, but it turns out crinkle paper isn't really the most efficient way to pack your packages. Now, one of my friends, Izzy, my best friend, back in Colorado, she bought a lot of stuff, and she got our body oil. But when she received her package, this is what it looked like. And oh my gosh, I felt so terrible. The bottle had opened and it leaked everywhere. The labels were already kaput, and the oil made it worse and completely rubbed off. I mean, it was just really terrible. And luckily she was my friend, so she gave me some grace and she wasn't upset about it. But in order to make the packages safer, you can get the packing peanuts, which is actually lighter in weight, and they take up a lot of space, a lot of the free space in the package, and makes it just that much lighter, and keeps everything in place, so you don't have to worry about things moving around when the package is being transmitted to your customer. Now, it's a lot better to use packing peanuts because they're lighter, and with them being lighter, you're saving yourself a lot of money on shipping costs. So make sure that you use the packing peanuts, and you can put a little of the crinkle paper on top of the package and not buy such a big box like I did, because you really don't need that much. We can put mainly packing peanuts, and it'll save you, because I'm telling you, I went from using all of the crinkle paper and it being really heavy, and then once I put the packing peanuts in there, it made the packages really, really light, and so it saved me a lot of cost on the back end to actually ship them out. And be careful, of how you packing your oils, anything that could possibly leak. My friend gave me a lot of grace because we're friends, we knew each other since we were kids, but your customers may not give you that much grace. So be careful on how you're shipping out oils or anything of a liquid base. Now, I hope you guys learned a little something from the mistakes that I've made and overspending on some of the inventory that I purchased for my business. But I'm gonna do you one better, because next week I have a video explaining how you can start your own body butter business for $500. Just $500, you'll be able to start your own body butter business. This is a realistic video, and it's gonna really break down everything that you can purchase to start your business. And I'll catch you in that video.